David, viewed as a suspect by investigators on this case. They view this as a homicide, still waiting for the ME's report to back up the fact that her cause of death is a homicide.
Breaking news. I guess there's an update finally for the David case, the singer D4vd. At first, I was really keeping up with the case, um, but then it got a little cold. They were not really giving any new updates. I guess there was like a lack of evidence. The autopsy was taking a long time, um, and all this time, I really thought, David didn't really have anything to do with the directly with like the death of the girl Celeste. Um, but like I guess I don't know. There's a new update now of like that he's considered a suspect now because before he wasn't considered a suspect. So yeah, let's see.
Hey, everybody, we just broke a big story, a huge story, really, on the website.
Bro, Team Z, Team Z is savage, bro. They're the first ones for everything, bro.
The David investigation, in the investigation into Celeste Rivas' death. I know everyone has been waiting to hear something about this. It has been 2 months since Celeste's decomposing body was found in David's Tesla. And now we know, if you for 1 second thought that the police had forgotten about this and this case was not going to be solved, we now know that the police have been working diligently on this case. And here's what we have found out from our law enforcement sources. David is viewed as a suspect in this case. That may seem obvious, but remember, they have not publicly said anything like that. They have not even said publicly that he is a person of interest. We've spoken to several well-placed sources in law enforcement, and they say that in the investigation, they are viewing him as a suspect. Another thing is they're viewing this as a homicide. We told you more than a month ago that the key thing here is police were waiting to get the medical examiner report back, and they wanted to find out the manner and cause of death. They wanted that from the medical examiner because the reality is at this point, yes, they know that her body was decomposing, that it was chopped up, but they don't know how she died. And they were waiting for those results.
It's just still like I'm still baffled of the whole thing. Like I feel like yeah, it kind of passes over our mind or our head, but like when you just like stay thinking about it, you're like, damn, man, like this is some narco shit. Like it was like chopped up, like some Jeffrey Dahmer stuff. Like this is cruel.
We are told they still do not have toxicology results from the medical examiner's office. However, what investigators do know so far is leading them to treat this as a homicide. They're still waiting for the medical examiner report to back that up, but they are viewing David as a suspect.
They're still waiting for the medical examiner report? It's been like months.
And viewing this as a homicide. So there's something else here that's two more things we got to tell you about. And one of them has to do with the fact that there could be other arrests here. David may not be the only person that they end up arresting in this case. So we'll tell you why in just a moment. Now, here.
Or we probably had his people or friends or something like help him out. I mean, it's just like, I think we all want to know like what happened, like a timeline of what happened and everything.
Another very key fact that we have been told that there was in the spring of 2025, they have information, police do, about David going to Santa Barbara County, a remote area of Santa Barbara County. That's how it was described to us. That he went to this remote area, spent several hours there, and then returned to LA. Don't know anything more at this point, don't know.
Suspicious.
Spring of 2025 is a long way from September, early September, when her body was found in the Tesla. So we don't know yet what exactly that direct connection is, if there's a direct connection to the case, but they have this information about him going to that remote area, and they are trying to find out more about that. So
like how long she been passed away though? I think they said something, right? Like, is it possible that he went there to like to do that cruel stuff, or
What I'd said about other arrests. So, again, they don't have the manner of death yet, they don't have the cause of death. What we're told, though, is the manner in which the body was dismembered leads police to believe that whoever did that to Celeste had help, that it was not something that whoever the person is who did it could have done by themselves, and likely, we're told, did have help. Now, we are
damn,
not being
bro,
told that there are any other people they have.
like who would wanna like who would wanna help to do that, bro? Like yo, bro, like can you give me a hand with this? Like that's crazy.
They are viewing as a suspect. We're not told that there are other persons of interest, just that what they've seen with the body and how it was dismembered, it likely they feel was not done by one person. So right now, again, just to recap, David viewed as a suspect by investigators on this case. They view this as a homicide, still waiting for the ME's report to back up the fact that her cause of death is a homicide. And this mysterious Santa Barbara trip in the spring of 2025, I think that is going to be interesting if police can find out more. And then the final question is, who else was involved in dismembering Celeste's body? Uh, don't have an arrest yet,
That's
but
crazy,
this
bro.
is a good sign for people waiting to see if there is going to be justice for Celeste. A lot of times when these cases drag out, people start to think the police aren't doing any work. We saw this with Brian Koberger in Idaho, and then it turned out the police had been diligently covering all their bases here to try and bring someone to justice. Maybe that is going to happen for Celeste Rivas and her family after all. Of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel.
Oh damn, that's crazy, bro. Like it took that long for him to be a suspect. Like I don't know. What do you guys think? This is crazy.